Welcome in, everybody. NYDMD podcast here. StreamYard, YouTube, Facebook, IG, Twitter, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, everywhere you find podcasts, you will find that NYDMD podcast. We're doing our House of the Dragon episode 6 reaction review. We jump in like 10 years. Kevin Hurt, Brian Sherrod here for you. Dude. Great. This episode started with life and ended with death, basically. Yeah. And I was right and you was wrong because our king is still around. Yes, he may be missing some body parts, but my man's is still around.
Man, Viserys, man, look, I don't know what's in the maggots and leeches, man, but
they ain't working. they may be working a little bit.
Dude, I was convinced, man. I was convinced that your boy Viserys was going to be out. We weren't going to see him next episode. But not only is he still alive, but to me, he was more sickly in the older episodes than he was now. Like, you could still tell he was sick. And I know he's missing an arm.
It's like, he's missing body parts. Hey, dude ain't got no hair.
Yeah, dude.
That dude straight up does look like Gollum.
I was about to say the same.
As soon as he came on screen, I was like, no. Somebody had to see the advanced previews, yo.
Oh, man.
That dude was straight out there just like over that little Lego built city, like, my precious.
Yeah, I was about to say, but that's the question. Who is his precious?
What do you mean he was? Well, the city. The little Lego set he got. By the way, very impressive Lego set. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Very impressive. But man, like I said, it started off with our girl Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
10 years in the future or something like that. 3 kids in.
Yeah, pumping out baby number 3, right?
Pumping out baby number 3, somehow named Joffrey.
Dude.
That's a bad name.
Dude.
Don't leave it up to you are not the father to name the child, okay?
Right.
I mean, come on.
And she even pulled him out on that, like,
don't be naming my kid that's your kid that's not your kid. Come on, man. Dude, come on. Funny how none of them had white hair.
Right. Yeah, I mean, when they first showed was Jason Luke, I was like, oh boy.
Yeah.
I saw that brown hair. I was like,
that brown, ain't brown hair anymore.
Yeah, I was like, them kids don't look nothing like Laenor.
Nope.
And them kids ain't got that silver hair. So I was like, oh boy. But so it starts off and the queen, she has a baby, 3rd child, Joffrey. And right away the queen's like, I want to
bring the baby to me. She just gave birth, like literally seconds.
Yes.
I'll bring it's like, why'd you want to see her? Well, I'm going with her. But queen, not queen, or princess, you can't. You're just like, no, I'm gonna go. Gets up, still gotta deliver the afterbirth. Still delivered the afterbirth.
Yo.
Then she finally takes the baby. Finally, the hubby shows up. They walk up the steps to get to the queen. I mean, she just had a baby. I mean, that's how she's. You want to talk about like an OG? She's a straight OG, homie.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Straight up to see the queen. Luckily, the king was there too to see. Oh, and that dude. He loves his daughter way too much. Not like in the other way they usually do stuff in Targaryen world, but like in a way of just like, I love her. Whatever she says goes. I don't care what anybody. This little kid's beautiful. I loves him. Look at him. He's strong. He was kicking. He's great. He's a Targaryen. Look at that little man. I mean, that dude's over the moon. That dude wasn't like that for his own kids. But Rhaenyra has kids. He's like, he's like probably the best grandpop ever. It's crazy. But of course, the queen's not happy about anything at all. Like, look at this one. Looks like the other ones. Doesn't look like the husband.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So yeah, I mean, dude, and then she's walking back, she's bleeding.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Rhaenyra is like, nah. You know,
She's
she's
10 years.
yeah.
So yeah, I could just break down everything but this was good. It was heartbreaking. It was everything that you want in an episode of, House of the Dragon, basically. But that just the way it started off with that was just wow. And the king's just like, what are you trying to say? To the queen, because the queen was she's beside herself with like, look at what she's doing. And he's like, what is she doing? Like none of those kids, like, what are you trying to say?
Right.
What allegations are you trying to behoove upon, my daughter, the princess? Those allegations, like, they ain't no damn allegations, homie. Just straight up look at them. Now, I don't think he's seen Daemon's kids. But Daemon's kids came out looking like the mama.
Right.
And they got the her. So you're thinking, since that's dude's sister and the kids came out looking like her, you would think one of the three may come looking like him. I know.
Not so much. Not so much.
It's like, look, and then he made up some whatever. It's like, oh, what was it? A silver dragon? And I don't even know what it was.
He was talking about his horses. He said,
the horses.
He had
black
a
mare got out,
and a black
and a silver one, and a brown one came out. Who can explain these things?
Right.
She's like,
that's how those are the mysteries of nature. But I like what Alan said. So she was like, "Did you see them?"
Exactly. Like, did you see it happen?
Right.
Oh God, dude, I was like, is this dude trying to go Richard Attenborough on her right now, yo? Like, yo, as the black mare was rolling out the silver mare, and through nature we get a brown foal. You know what I mean? Like. So dude's still not trying to hear it.
Yeah. So let me ask you a couple questions. First of all,
yes.
Did you have a problem with the 10-year time jump? And second part of that is, how do you like the actors that replace Alicent, young Alicent and young Rhaenyra?
I missed the young Rhaenyra. I just think she was so good.
Yeah.
In her role. Not saying this one was bad. She's tougher. It's just I mean, it's 10 years, so she's like 30 at this point. But I guess that they did a good job, because this one looks like she's worn out. Like, she's been through some stuff.
Yeah.
So, and yes, having the kids, living the life. She's been living, think about it. Her and her BFF have been going through this tug of war for the last 10 years.
Yep.
So I know it has to be a strain on her. So I guess I totally understand it. I'm not poo-pooing it. I'm not saying it was bad or anything. I just was I so loved the actress who was playing Rhaenyra before, that I really, really was hoping that she would in some capacity be there. But this one she did a great job too. I mean, she's tough. I mean, if they found two people to play the same person, they did a really good job. And both of them, and both Alicent and Rhaenyra.
Dude, the two Alicent show, I'm sold. Like I had to do a double take, yo. When I first saw it, I was like, yo, that looks just like young Alicent, yo. Like in the older Rhaenyra, it's not bad either, man. I thought they did a really good job finding actors that look like younger and older versions of themselves. I'm fine with the time jump. I enjoyed it because they do look more mature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm glad they did make that choice. Now your boy Daemon,
Daemon married his cousin.
yeah, he don't age, not a bit.
No, Daemon didn't. He's the only one. Luckily, his cousin got older enough to have two kids, with one on the way.
Yeah.
So, but again, those kids came out looking like her. Her brothers came out looking like somebody else.
And all girls too.
Yep, all girls. But yeah, he was chilling. That dude was like, "Listen, we're away. We're some far away, flying dragons, chilling." Yeah. And he was like, I'm living the life. Really? You know, we're sitting here. She's like, I want to kind of go back home because they're in some far away place just chilling. Like these people just using us for the dragons. And I want to go and I want my kid who's about to be born back in Driftmark, you know, where I was born. I want my kids to know that. And Damon's just like, you know, and it's funny because Damon again is back in the good graces of people probably because he was more sympathetic. He seemed more mature as well.
Yeah, he's just trying to stay. Yeah, he don't want to deal with all the
he just wants to settle that because he's away from it, the drama.
Right.
Because that's all it would have been is a whole bunch of drama with all that stuff going on. So he's been away from it this whole time, and he's chilling. He's kind of enjoying everything except for the wine. It seems like.
So, yeah. But that wine was doing nothing for him, man.
Oh, dude, he was not happy with that wine. Yeah. But I mean, he was just like, I like it here. He's sitting there trying to read a book, and you know, he's still a little bit of himself. But you know, I mean, she's strong-willed to deal with him. And then somebody said, "You tell him." So I was like, "Look at Milson and look what Lena grew up to be." It's like, and this is what you passed up. But difference is, Elena wouldn't be dealing with Rhaenyra the same way that Milson is dealing with Rhaenyra. That would have happened a minute ago. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that would have been like, especially if she had sons already, and it would have been like, all right, yo, King, for real. I know that's your girl and all, but sons and stuff, they getting on that. There wouldn't be no dad manipulation. It'd be like, nah, Dad, I got this. Don't even, you know, Hightower had to talk Millicent into, don't talk. You know, no. Corlys would have been like, no, Dad, I got this. Yo, Dad. You know what I mean? It would have been like straight like, no, we got this. And it would have been a whole different show. It would have been a whole different show. Yeah. But yeah, we cut across everything. The Rhaenyra's baby daddy gets into a little scuffle with this dude who turned into the biggest jerk. Freaking Cole, man. That dude,
Cole, man.
That dude. I mean, when I was thinking about what I'm going to say to the show, all I could think about when I thought of him was just curse words. Because he really turned into a little bee, yo, for real.
Yeah. Were you surprised though how easily he was able to goat the commander?
Well, I don't know. Remember, it's been a minute, so I'm sure they've had interactions. So I'm assuming they're going to cross paths. They're in the same place, basically. So you know, the father is the hand. That's one of the sons. You know, he's walking around the castle. When first kid came out, I'm sure Jace came out. And they're like, all right. Jace's brother came out. You know, Scooby-Doo don't need to solve this case. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody already knew what was going on.
Right.
So, and then the third one. So I'm sure, you know, and he's out there watching his kid not only goad him, but he's watching his kid. Aegon is older, is just beating Jace up, basically. I mean, Jace was tough, but he couldn't hang whatever. So he got a little bit pissed off, and there you go. But he was just that dude. I don't know how you go from side piece to piece of. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly where he went to, yo. And I'm done. Like there's a lot of people on this show I may or may not like, or I don't know yet that I haven't formed full opinions on. I got my opinion on him already. And that dude just turned sideways on me. So he was cool at first. Then the whole went on to get married. Like, she's a princess, dude. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what you got?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then this, and like calling her names and stuff in front of the queen. It's like, oh, pardon me, that was beneath me. Like, who are you to be like? That dude's jilted and just angry, yo. It's been 10 years. You ain't got over that yet?
Yeah.
So, but of course your boy Crooked Finger gets in there.
Crooked Finger. Dude, man, that dude is straight evil, man. Like
he's I mean, Christian Cole, I couldn't stand, but this dude he's Crooked Finger.
Dude, he killed his brother and his father.
Well, what happens is that his brother, what was his name? You remember?
I forget.
His brother, the baby daddies. he gets kicked off the King's Guard and has to go back. And his father, who's the hand, had to take him. I was going to take him back to where they're from so he could rule there. Basically, just get him out of this whole area.
Well,
Nothing bad.
let's talk about that. He resigns from his post.
No, he wants to resign. Yeah.
Right. He wants to resign because of the all the stuff that's going on. Like he don't want to be a part of it. He knows what's going on with his son.
Plus they have an argument. Him and his son have an argument. Rhaenyra overhears it.
Right.
And so she kind of knows what's going on. Then he wants to go in, like you said. What's that? Otto Strong goes in there and says, "Hey, can't be the hand anymore, Your Grace. I got to give up for what? Just some stuff going on. And of course the Queen's in there like, what stuff? What stuff's going on? Like, wait, well, what stuff? I just feel like I'm going to be compromised. Compromise. How you compromise? How you compromise? Just tell me why do you think you're compromised? And he's just like, I just really can't say right now. Why can't you say right now? Why can't you say right now? I mean, she's like, she needs somebody to say it besides her. He ain't gonna say it. He's like, can I just take my boy back to the thing where we came from so he could rule since I'm not there and all this good stuff? Thank you. So, of course, they set up, they roll out, they go back home. So the younger brother, Crooked Finger, I'm going to get his name.
Larys. His name is Larys.
Larys. Okay. So Harwin and Lionel. Lionel's the dad. Lionel is Harwin's and what's his name?
Larys.
Larys' dad. So and Lionel's the hand. So Lionel and Harwin go back to wherever they're from. And Larys decides, you know what? I'm going to have this whole little plan. So he goes down to these killers, kidnappers, the bad people, and say, hey, I'll get you out, but you need to do something for me. They're like, because you're all sentenced to death. Sure. What do we have to do? But you got to pay a little bit. What's the payment? You lose your tongues. And when I mean lose your tongues, I mean there's this little clamp that comes out. They take the knife, which was in the little fire, and slickety slack.
Yeah, I couldn't watch that scene.
Oh, dude, of all the scenes in Game of Thrones, you couldn't watch that one?
Yeah, I couldn't.
That was.
Oh, okay, well, I had to turn my head. I didn't
There's no blood, so I'm fine. Like, literally, of all the scenes in the show. Anyway, so, blah, blah, no tongue, set out. So what do? They go where Harwin and Lionel go, and they set the castle on fire. Basically, everybody did.
Yeah.
And where he gets back, Nelson's like, what happened? It's like, oh, there's a fire. That place is crooked. I heard it's haunted. It's my family's thing. And nobody made it out. The sins and stuff came back and got him. She's like, I don't want any part of this. She's like, don't worry about this. You can pay me later. I got you covered. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yo, that dude killed his dad and his brother.
That's straight evil, man. And they're gonna make her feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
Like, she wanted a better position for herself and her kids, but she didn't ask that dude to do that. Like, come on, man.
Not at all.
He took it upon himself to kill his brother and father, and he's gonna, it puts her in a good position now, and he's gonna want his favors now. So
exactly. So so through all that treachery, a little bit before then, they have the little council room, and in there, our girl gets up after she's probably fed her kids or whatever, and says, "You know what, Millicent, Queen, we've been beefing for a minute now. We were used to be close,
right.
We used to be cool. You know what? Let's just reunite our houses. Let's just make ourselves stronger. How about Jace marry your youngest daughter, whatever her name is? Too many names. It's too many names. Lucky I remember Jace. Jace to your youngest daughter, and we get stronger. We unite the houses, and we're together." So basically, her half brother marrying her daughter. So the half uncle marrying, the half niece, marrying. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, trying to keep it in the family.
Yeah.
And Millicent's look on her face was like, oh, hell no. Homie, the king. That dude looked like he got some surprise birthday cake on his birthday stuff. Because that dude was like, yo, Rhaenyra, yo, that's the best idea ever. Oh, what? Girl, listen. Yes, make it so. Millicent, what? Rhaenyra. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't have an arm over there. Girl, what? Yes, reunite these houses up in here. Is that one shoulder? Reunite these houses up in here.
Yeah,
That dude was ecstatic.
He's like, yeah,
He's giddy. All he wants to do, he's really a can't we just all get along dude. He really is. And he was so happy. I never seen that dude light up like a Christmas tree. He lit up like a Christmas tree.
He lit up like he had his fourth glass of wine, man.
Dude, 12. No, that's a 12. I don't know how good the wine is there, but I think he's on 12. That dude was lit. He was so happy.
Yeah.
He's going to start. Dude, Melissa was like, sure. He would have been like, dude, let's have a 40-day feast. We start tomorrow. Let's get this party started. That dude probably would have healed up. Probably would have got a new arm. That dude was so happy, yo. But Melisandre's like, I ain't going to have these half-bred, non-Targaryen ass kids marrying anybody from my line, basically. But the king still just like, what are you talking about? He just, so all that stuff happened. Then we get to the bad part. So
before we go there, we have to talk about. We haven't talked about the
your boy in the window.
Well, no, not that. Okay. I was gonna say we haven't talked about the kids, and it's like even the kids, not that they're feuding, but they're not even really getting along. You have gosh, what's her name? No, what's Rhaenyra? You have Rhaenyra's kids.
Jace.
Yeah. So you have Aegon and was it Aemon? Yeah. They were kind of bullying Aemon a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Well, all of them were, including Aegon.
Yeah, including Aegon was the main one.
Yeah, even though he tried to blame his, cousins.
Right.
Like, oh no, I didn't do it. It was Jace's and the other one's idea. Man, one day I'll get these names. So many names. Yeah. We got names of dragons, names of kids, names of eggs. I can't. This is a lot of names.
Yeah.
And then they're all spelled weird, so it's a lot.
Yeah. But but they told him, look, man, we found a dragon for you. Yeah. They joked him, they clowned him, they brought in a pig.
Yeah, but it had wings.
Yeah. But man, he
was hurt, but yeah, they don't like him.
Yeah, they showing us this for a reason, dude. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen with this dude in the future, but from the way he's being treated, yeah, it's not gonna turn out good when they get older, man.
Well, I mean, obviously I feel like he's gonna connect to a dragon, obviously. I think that's what, to me, just from that little thing, he's gonna be able to connect to something somehow. Aegon is, she's trying to get him ready because eventually, as we all know, the king's he lasted this long. So really the clock's ticking, like literally ticking on the king. So she knows any day now this is going to happen and we're going to have to just take positions. Now, Rhaenyra decides, you know what? Let's get out of here. Let's go to, my place is Dragonstone. Ain't nobody there. They rolled out. Let's just get away from this hot mess of a castle and stuff we live in.
And I did this years ago.
Yep, and which she should have. And it's like, you know what? Let's let me, you, and your kids. We got to roll.
And your friend.
Who has a sword?
Yeah,
like a sword.
We're gonna need
all the swords we can get.
Right.
So let's just we gotta do what you gotta do. Come on. So that's what happened. And they rolled out finally. And then we go to where Daemon and Lyanna are. And she's in labor. We started off with labor and basically almost ended with labor. Yeah. And unfortunately, the baby is not making it out, which I don't know what that means really. But I was thinking if they have tea for a baby to go away, don't they have a tea for a baby to get there? I don't know. That's what I was thinking. So they asked Damon for a C-section, and she's like, well, we know she's not going to make it. And he's like, no. He actually was like, no. But she's like, I can't do this. I can't deliver the baby. Something's going to happen. I got to go. And she rolls out. And Damon's like, where'd she go? She gets up. She's in the middle of labor, knowing that the baby could come out, not making the decision. She goes out and goes to her dragon, which, by the way, he's huge. Vhagar is huge. That dragon is huge. I think it's the biggest dragon I've seen so far. I mean, the one Damon was on was like way little compared to her.
Yeah.
Anyway, she went out, was like Dracarys. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, and the dragon was like, what? He was like, what? But he could tell she was in pain and she wanted or whatever. And Damon comes out looking for her, and all he sees is Vhagar, fire, and Lyanna's gone.
Yeah, that was sad, man.
And literally, like the people who are in 2 episodes or 1 episode I like are gone. Like I really like the character, gone. Like, oh.
I know we saw three different actresses that played her.
Yeah, and all of them were good to me, and this one was really good. I really like this one, and gone. And it was just that was heartbreaking. And having it, and he went and had to tell his daughters, and it was just. Even I was like, that's. I mean, dude, I don't even know what to say to that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that was tough.
Yeah, that was sad. That was sad. But now it just got me wondering. So, Rhaenyra, her dude is gone. Daemon's girl is gone. Wife is gone. Are we going to see another hookup? That's what I thought. I said now that spouses are gone, well, not spouses, but we had
baby daddies.
Baby daddy, is gone, and now Damon's wife is gone.
Oh, dude, it's gonna happen.
Are we going to see another Rhaenyra and Daemon unification? And
listen, this is all Daemon, really. I mean, as horrible, might as well talk about because of what the show's about. She might as well. Only thing he's got to say is like, listen, do you want to have some white-haired babies? Because you ain't got any. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't got any, like, for real. So let's just stop playing around and just get some white-haired babies in here. So there you go.
Yeah.
But then they may think it's his. Who knows? So, yeah, dude, that's going to happen. That's not. I'm. After she went, and I was like, you know what? This is going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like you said, the baby daddy's gone, his wife's gone. The wife she actually seemed to like. I mean, it was really like deal with her. Like it was really like, wow, this Daemon really seemed cool, but it is what it is. So, but yeah. So yeah, before we get too far off, because I'm sure we could talk about this for another 20 minutes. How many dragons do you get this episode?
8.5, dude. This is my favorite. I think this is my favorite episode of the series so far. I loved it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it 8 because I don't do half dragons. But yeah, definitely 8 full-grown Vhagar-sized dragons for this one. But man, it was from, and every little scene in there seemed like it was gonna mean something going forward. So it's just gonna be a lot going on. It's gonna be ups and downs, power struggles. Gonna be some gratuitous death happening too. I can sense it. They've been doing pretty well with that, but I have a feeling there'll be some dismemberments going on too. Now I'm not talking about when king's legs or something falling off. I'm just
right.
So, but man, that's good. Listen, good show. Love the show. Strong show, and we still got a couple more left, so we'll see. I don't know. Hopefully they stop jumping this far. We don't need to go 40. Maybe we'll just do a couple of months at a time now. So I think we're far enough ahead that we don't have to jump too far.
Yeah, I think the kids might get a little bit older.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, but I don't think we're going to do another 10. Maybe
Nah, I don't think we're gonna do a 10-year jump. I think the kids are gonna get a little older before it's all said and done. I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I'm just listening. Before all said and done, who knows how? I'm just talking about the next episode because they'll be jumping.
Yeah,
I'm just talking about next Sunday. I just want to know how they're gonna be.
Yeah.
So, but thank you everybody for tuning in. Of course, StreamYard, YouTube, subscribe and like. We appreciate it. Of course, on Facebook, IG, and Twitter, as well as Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify. Wherever you find podcasts, you will find the NY to MD podcast. All our streaming things are here on YouTube, as well as all our other shows for Lord of the Rings, which is the Rings of Power, and also She-Hulk. So, and we have some more coming in the future. We'll do a little bit more reviews on some things, probably together, not separately, because we're going to be doing shows forever. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate it. Thank you for supporting us. And you guys have a great week.
Peace out, y'all.
Hot